So, I've been reflecting on the last 30 years and thinking about all the different addictions that I've had over those 30 years. More than that, but 35 years. As far back as I can remember, I really can't tell you there's ever a time that I haven't been possessed by the need for one thing or another. As a child, approval and acceptance, and as a teenager, uh, cannabis, smoking pot all the time in high school, and still acceptance and approval. Pretty much that kind of underlies all of the rest, all the way through. Um, Pornography, um, sex. There hasn't been one good thing in life that I haven't abused at some point. Anything that produces pleasure. Because, man, I've carried around some kind of shame that I just haven't been able to shake. It's been so hard to understand or even to know how to attack it, what to do about it, how to manage it. Because the insidious thing about shame is when you have something you're ashamed of, you're too ashamed to ask anybody to help you with it. And again and again in my life, God has bailed me out over and over when I've gotten myself into trouble in one way or another, when things shouldn't have gone the way that they did. Right now it's just another example. Taking kratom as much as I did, I got what was coming to me. It's a strong mu opioid receptor agonist. It's something that has potential to get you. So, again, I find myself at the mercy of God. I have a new home that I'm moving to, a new job that I'm starting, and really, really trying my best to lean into a new life with my wife and my kids and my family, to do it right in a way that I've never done. I can't think of a time, even as a toddler, where I wasn't totally possessed by trying to get something, trying to feel okay. And never just feeling okay. And so for every good thing I have in my life, it's from God. There isn't anything I can take credit for. I really don't know what I would. I've smoked and quit smoking multiple times in my life. And you think after it's hard for you once, you just not do it, But no. It's crazy. The last time I quit smoking, I used nicotine patches. And then I just got addicted to the nicotine patches. You're supposed to use them for like 6 weeks. I used them for like 6 months. I don't know what the hell I'm thinking. But what I know about me is if I was left up to my own ways, I'd have failed by now. I don't think I'd still be here, to be honest. There's been so many times, so many nights spent just lamenting life. Showing up to work with a smile on my face, but going home and crying, wailing as an adult man. And again, whenever it got too much to bear, God would show up. Give me a chance. He'd change something around. Something would improve a little bit. And, man, he just keeps doing it. He's doing it again for me. You know, I think I said this in the last video, but, man, I heard last year in my heart, I just heard the message move. And I thought, that's weird. Because it was a word without sound, right? And if anybody's ever experienced that, you know what I mean. If you haven't, then, I mean, it's kind of hard to explain to somebody. But since then, everything in my life's been shifting around. As long as I've been willing to make progress towards that. And once I was really ready to dive head first, everything fell into place. I mean, I applied for a job on Sunday, got a call on Monday, had an interview on Tuesday, got the job on Wednesday, flew out, looked at a house on Wednesday night. I flew out and looked at a house on Thursday, flew back on Friday, saw a different house we liked more. While waiting for the flight to take off, had a realtor go take a peek at that house that Sunday, and then find out we got the house that afternoon in a week. 1 week. Went from no idea where we're moving to, when we're moving, what job we'll have, what we'll be doing, if we're doing the same thing or not, to having all that lined up in a week. You know? And God's done that for me so many times. I don't know why. I'm not special, man. If anything, I'm special for how stupid I am and how much intervention I require. I might be special in that way. I'll take that. But every turn, when I might have been broken, God's picked me up. When we moved out here, didn't have a place to go. Didn't have a lease. Didn't know where we were going. Start driving. And sorry about that. My wife made a mistake. We'll find out what that is. I'm sure it'll be no big deal. But we started driving out here and had no idea where we were going. We ended up getting a call from one of the apartment managers in one of the places we looked at, and they'd lost our application. They'd fired one manager, lost our application, found our application, happened to have an opening, and approved us, and halfway while driving across the country, we signed a lease and had a place to go to. And that's pretty crazy. And so I can't take credit for that. How could I take credit for that? Over and over again, there's been times when I should have gotten in way more trouble than I got in. For all different reasons. Things just shouldn't have gone as well as they did. Over and over and over. God has bailed me out. So, I don't know. I don't know why. I guess it was time to make this video, but it was. And whatever you're going through, whatever you feel stuck in, I promise you, you're not. You just gotta let God in and give it up. Just give up. Don't give up in the sense like, okay, well, let death come. Give up in the sense that, all right, God, whatever you got coming for me, I'm on board. I tried to do it my way, it didn't work. I'm suffering. People around me are suffering. If you got a better way, and I know you do, then let's see it. And God will be excited to show you. If you let Him. But that's the hard part. You got to get out of your own way. Is the thing about why people get stuck is because it comes from shame. And to cover up shame, we develop pride. And if you have deep shame and you have tall pride, and when you have tall pride, you can't admit that you've made a mistake, because that would uncover the shame. So you get stuck, planted somewhere you don't want to be because you can't admit you didn't know what you were doing and how you got there in the first place. But if you can humble yourself, God will get you out of whatever, man. He will. But that's it. You gotta humble yourself. I'm still learning that lesson. I still got a long way to go, because I'm an idiot. God is smart. I am not, always. Sometimes I am, but even then I think I can't really take credit for that. But God is smart. And no matter how much I've screwed things up, He finds a way to fix it. As long as I get out of my own way. So, to whomever this might help, just take time to pray and tell God that you're aware that you are impotent at managing your own affairs, and that whatever it is has got you by the tail. You realize you can't get out of it. You need His help. You're willing to listen. I promise you, it will work. If you do that honestly. It has to be honest. I know. So, alright. I hope that helps somebody out there. I love you. Whatever you're going through, you get through it. Just stop trying to get through it.